What's good, Commanders family? The Washington Commanders just unveiled their new stadium first look. And boy, does it look good. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commanders.
What's good, Commanders family? Welcome to another episode of Everything Commanders. Of course, I'm your host, Dream Team Buddha. So I was on my way out the door this morning to go get some work in, and I happened to come across a post on my timeline that showed the Washington Commanders' first look at the new stadium. Now, I was a little skeptical about it because I saw some renderings that was created by some other folk, some other designers, and I like the way those looked as well, but I was curious as to see how our stadium will actually look. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the first look at the new stadium. Let's take a look, shall we? Let's see what we got here. All right, as you can see, Nikki Giabala had posted this. Commanders came out with it first, and I saw those first. But let's take a look. She said, "Here's some cool details. The foundations of the old RFK Stadium will be literally fused with the new foundations of the new stadium. The field will also sit in the same spot as the old stadium. Yeah, hey, it's giving old RFK vibes. I just hope that the stadium don't shake like the old stadium used to. But as you can see right here, isn't she beautiful? Look at how beautiful she looks. Look at it. Just take a look right now and just think about where you're gonna be sitting at, because I plan on be sitting in the suites or something like that when the stadium come out. But just the first look of the stadium, I will say it looks real good. Now, of course, this is just the design and everything that's around it, is up for discussion, and we don't know how it really will look, but the stadium is the main focus. And I know some of you probably wondering, well, where's the parking, where's the tailgating, like how can we get close to the stadium? It look like it ain't nowhere for us to tailgate, because some of y'all used to FedEx Field, or should I say Northwest Stadium, where as though it's a good nice parking space around it. We haven't seen those renderings yet, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna look out for us, and it's gonna be close to the stadium. I hope, because the boy ain't doing all that walking. You feel me? All right, here's the second look from the side angle right here. It looks like if you've been in DC, some of you all probably haven't even been in DC. If you familiar with where the monument is, it looks as if you're going to Abraham Lincoln statue, like the front of it. It with just the front of this building right here. I love the W look on the front of the building. I love the stadium look, period. I think this is about to be one of the best stadiums in the NFL, if not the best. And if you can see around the backside, you can see they got something going on back there. But like I said, this is just the first renderings, and I'm not too sure what all of these buildings are around it, but you know, we shall see what comes about with that. But the stadium look like it's gonna be awesome from this side right here. I love the glass top. Those renders that we got back last year sometime, they are pretty true. This looks like the old RFK Stadium, but souped up. So let's go to the next one. This is what it looked like when the sun comes down. Look how beautiful that look. Now the water don't look too good. Look like they need to do some landscaping right there, but it looks good to me. This stadium, I'm focusing solely on the stadium. Let's not focus on the surrounding parts of the stadium, because I'm pretty sure it'll look totally different from that. Right now, we got it's like they have like football fields and all that stuff out there at the stadium at the RFK camp. So I'm pretty sure all that'll be factored in to this stadium, and you'll really get to see how it looks, because you can't forget the subway comes through here as well. So these are just renderings of it. Don't pay attention to the outside. Pay attention to the stadium itself. It looks good at night. I love to see that W shining bright like that once the lights get dim. That's going to be a good look for the stadium. It's looking like home field advantage. It's looking like we going to have home field advantage. People going, they're gonna hate to come here and play us because I know the stadium gonna be jam-packed, and I know for a fact this is gonna be feel like home field advantage, man. This is a beauty, dog. This is a beauty. I don't know if y'all seen the renderings completely. Like, if you got some time, go take some time and go look at the pictures that I posted, or go on Twitter, social media, any social media. You'll get to see what the stadium actually looks like. But I think this is going to be a good thing for the Commanders. I can't wait to get my ticket to get up in there. I know the ticket's going to sell out fast. The stadium won't be available until 2030. So we got time. We got 4 years. Well, hell, 5, because it's the beginning of this year. So we got, pretty much 5 years before this stadium comes about. So I'm looking forward. I could picture the Super Bowl being in it. I could see us being in the Super Bowl with it too. But that's for a whole nother conversation. As time go on, we have to do things that we need to do to make sure we in that place. Speaking of which, I'm sure you all know the Washington Commanders did stick with in-house. They signed David Blau as the offensive coordinator. I knew it could happen, but I didn't think it was going to happen. I just knew they wanted to get some fresh, young talent in here at the coordinator position. But they stayed in-house, and David Blau, he's going to be one to watch. Some of us, I know, especially me, I wanted Mike McDaniel, but for whatever reason, they didn't even interview Mike McDaniel. They didn't feel like they wanted to wait for Mike McDaniel, whatever the case may be, because of the fact that he got options. The man got options, and he's a high commodity. And, everybody assuming that he'll get a head coaching job, but he's still interviewing for an offensive coordinator position. He's dragging his feet. We got our guy. I think David Blau will be a good fit for Jayden Daniels because there's already familiarity there with David Blau. And then they hired Doug Williams' son yesterday, DJ Williams, as the quarterback's coach. So I think that's a good thing for Jayden Daniels as well, to keep that camaraderie going. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good thing. Now we just looking for a defensive coordinator, and we got to have our stuff together before we get into this new stadium. So I look forward to having David Blau as the offensive coordinator, along with DJ Williams as the as the quarterback's coach. And last before I go, because I wasn't gonna be on here too long. Last before I go, I see the New York Giants. The New York Giants has they're about to sign John Harbaugh for their new head coach, and I don't like this at all because this means competition. This means the Giants will probably turn things around in the next few years. I can't say next year, but this is a good look for the Giants. But I get the competition, whatever case may be. But him going there for 5 years for $100 million, averaging $20 million a year, that's insane. But I guess his name warranted that type of contract. And we ain't ducking no smoke around these parts of town. So it is what it is. Shout out to the Giants. Y'all got y'all new coach. We got ours. And we hopefully have ours at the end of the season if Dan Quinn do what he need to do, because he took a gamble with the offense coordinator. But anyway, we ain't here to talk about that. I just wanted to show y'all these new renderings to the stadium. And they do look awesome. Let's take one more look at them before we get out of here. These are the new renderings of the stadium right here. Let me back it up a little bit. This is the first one. This is what the overall view look. As you can see, is in the same spot as the old RFK Stadium, which I already knew. I kind of figured it would be there. You tear down that spot right there. It's lined up with the Capitol and the monument. I don't think they wanted to get rid of that alignment right there, and that's where it should be. It should be, and that's where it's going to be. I do love the sleek look. I love the glass on top with the W right there. Let me see if I can zoom in on. I don't even know if it let me zoom in right here. It don't. But anyway, that's the front of it. Like I told you all before, don't pay attention to the outside surroundings. Just pay attention to the stadium itself. I'm not too sure how it's going to look with the outside surroundings. I know you don't see no parking, and it don't look like it will be anywhere to park your vehicle, but I'm pretty sure that'll be addressed as well. This is just the first look at the stadium, so don't worry, don't get your panties in a bunch. It will be fine, trust me, because I ain't doing all that walking either. You hear me? This what it looks like at nighttime once the sun goes down and the stadium shines bright. As you can see, the W in the front of it stands out the most, and I love that. That means that we ain't getting rid of the Commanders name, you all. For those who want the Redskins to come back, they ain't coming back. It is what it is. But yeah, and then that's what it looked like during the day. Beautiful as it is, it looks like the pearly gates. I ain't gonna hold you. It look like you when you come to the Commander Stadium, you coming to heaven. That's how it looked with the columns and all that. But it looked good to me. You know what I'm saying? It definitely looked good. Yep. But anyway, if you haven't seen the new stadium, make sure you go check out the new. I did post it on a post. I posted the new stadium on the post so you can get a close look on these stadium renderings. And you tell me what you think. Have y'all seen the new stadium? Let me know what you think. Drop it down in the comments. Let me know what you think of the new stadium. I think this stadium is a W. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely a 10 out of 10. Now, we already seen some renderings of the inside, and this goes well with those renderings. It's an upgrade from the first stadium that they showed that possibly will be the Commander Stadium. So, yeah, I love it. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. And yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, that's going to do it for you, boy. I got to get up out of here. I got to make some runs. I just wanted to go live real quick before I got up out of here. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. And make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Celebrate. We definitely got us a new beautiful stadium coming in 2030. Yes, Lord. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Before